Yee. Alright, now the 12th. Back in the Martyra Tavern. I hear a voice. Okay, who we have with today? I need to push myself harder. Heisman comes to mind. Maybe she'll talk with him. Okay. Let's save here just in case. We still have like 15-ish minutes left to stream. Actually, when is the next? Okay, so we have what, 5 days left? Okay. I'll get to like a decent amount of days at least. So that way the next time I stream this game, we can do like the main story. Let's see, it's the 12th. It's currently night. Wait, what? Oh wait, yes. Spend time with Heisman. Okay, yeah. That is what we are doing. Did you steal my money from the child? Did I steal money from the child? Oh, did she give me money? She probably gave me money for the artist. That's probably what it was. I didn't steal. What do you mean? I'm not using the merchant archetype right now. I'm no thief. Hello, Heisman. Little bat.
Ah, it's you.
Oh, it's you. Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I want to be sure what to do with myself. I've been thinking I ought to resume the training drills from my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but if you've business with me, might we discuss it another time? Teach me. Well, I'm afraid this training is tailored to Yugif? Is that how they pronounce it? Yugif stature? It's not a thing for you to learn. Do I have Eloquence rank 2 yet? I think I do. Do I ever like Eloquence? I would be able to convince... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm trying to get Eloquence 3! Okay, let me take a sip of water again. I see. I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Okay, I lost the Heisman range, but not like I could do it anyways in the first place. Mark my technique closely, then, and you'll learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. But proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to tag along, then I hope you're ready to be here a while. Yep, all set. Well said. A bit cramped right here though, isn't it? Let's go to the woods nearby instead. Come on.
Now then.
Do I already have the Heisman guide up? Heisman bond? No. Okay, so rank 2. Okay.
Let's start with a little test. See if you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now, let's begin.
Am I gonna be actually timed? Okay, says I can choose anything though.
Huh?
You're wide open.
Yeah. Will. Put your arms up.
From here, it'd be a simple thing to slit your throat. You are careless.
One more time. I don't think he's gonna want us either making excuses or complimenting him right now. We just gotta keep going.
I'll do it as many times as you like.
Hey, that's not fair though. Well, I guess he did say that the fighting style was specific to Yugif, which we cannot teleport. Try me, rat boy.
Don't rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin.
May I speak?
That's not a thing, sir.
Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind.
He's not gonna want to hear excuses, so I'm gonna say, how can I do that? I definitely feel like Heisman is very straightforward. You know, I don't think he'd like people who he thinks are lacking behind. So us like making like little excuses or even trying to play them off as jokes, I don't think he would appreciate. Don't you mean Bat Boy? That is true. He's Batman. Have we seen Heisman and Batman in the same room? Use the Force, Luke.
Well,
How indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least you can decide what you aspire to.
Okay.
Then,
Want to keep going?
Yes. Still have a lot of the conversation left.
then,
That seems enough for one day. Shall we share a drink, then? Let us retire to my castle back on the runner.
The castle. He's teaching you Goku's Ultra Instinct. What is Goku's Ultra Instinct? I have not watched Dragon Ball Z. Enlighten me.
I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? Yes, a bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as the spirits back home.
Oh, I need water. You guys can probably hear it. Let me take a sip. Big reason why I only stream for 2 hours at a time. Finally, someone who also hasn't watched. Oh, you know, I find, well, okay. Dragon Ball Z is obviously appeals to boys, right? I'm a girl, so I did not watch a lot of action shows growing up. But I find it's very rare for me to have met an anime enjoyer who's a guy who has not seen Dragon Ball Z. I feel like every guy I know has watched Dragon Ball Z. It's a form that consists of a user glowing whilst carrying a godly yet intimidating aura. Damn it, Dale. It's okay. Sometimes we don't need to watch the mainstream animes. What does it taste like? It says I can choose anything, so I'm going for it. What were the drinks from your hotel like?
that's
Let's see. Clear as the night sky, like nostalgia in a bottle. Wonder when I'll get to taste it again. It's a taste my boy will never
Oh my god, I don't want to hear about how his son was so brutally murdered. That was so sad. I didn't really have the chance to watch it. That's another thing too, especially as me, who grew up as a twin. My brother was okay, I wouldn't say he was in charge of watching the shows, but we had to share TV time. And my brother was very adamant that he did not want to watch any girly shows. So I had to watch a lot of the shows that I guess most boys would have watched growing up. Not all of them, but some. Whoa. You know, like Ben 10 or... Whoa. Water went down the wrong way. Hold on. Power Rangers, Ben 10. I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry growing up. Popeye, Looney Tunes. And then when Cartoon Network came around, stuff on Cartoon Network. Digimon, as you guys know. Yeah. The only one girly show I watched growing up on TV was Witch. But any other girly stuff I watched had to be DVD. So like Sky Dancers was on DVD, Bratz was on DVD for me, Barbie was on DVD for me. Yeah. He was a big like, I'm not gonna watch anything that's for girls because liking girly stuff is gross. We just didn't have any way of watching anything stupid Box Canyon, Cable Man. So I had a creative idea strike. What kind of said and dodging on reflex without having the brain go through the it's dodging time process. No, don't die, that's good. Sorry. I promise I won't. I still have so much I need to do in this world. Now Tom and Jerry's peak. Tom and Jerry's amazing. I love Tom and Jerry. Man. Tom and Jerry was such a great show.
It's been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever...
I can't do the Heisman voice anymore.
without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself had he lived.
Same thing. I don't really plan on having kids. Or maybe I might adopt in the future. But I still can't imagine being a parent and losing your child. Like, that has to be, like, one of the worst feelings on the planet. Like, you know. Tom and Jerry was amazing. Even the movie where they talked. I haven't seen that one. But isn't the appeal of Tom and Jerry that it's just, like, you don't have to... Like, they don't have to talk? Like, you guys know that movie that came out recently? Flo? The cat movie? Was it Flo? The cat movie? the anime cat movie, there's not a single bit of dialogue in that movie, and everyone says it's so good. And that poor cat goes through hell. I was gonna bring something up, but I don't know if it was too dark for stream. Death Howl! Oh, it's been a while since we've seen you. Hi. I mean, if you think it's too dark for stream, then probably not. It's been a second. How are you? I've actually watched Witch. It was pretty clever in some of the writing. You have read it, Dill? Oh my god. Literally, no one I know has also watched Witch. Not a single person I've ever met has watched Witch. You're the first person, Dale. Thank fudge. I'm not the only person who watched that show growing up. Cremated? Huh? What do you mean by... Oh, wait. I did not properly read that. Will, you don't know what being cremated means? I remember Witch. The comics were interesting. Okay. So, I know that the comics are very different from the show at the time. And I'm really... I think people said they preferred the show over the comics, I think. I know a big reason was because of the Cornelia and Caleb ship. I know about that. But I don't know about other things. But I don't know. I can't bring myself to read the comics because of I heard that ship gets ruined, and I know that's a dumb reason to not pick up the source material, but been good. How about you? I've been doing great, actually. Things have been good, other than the random power outages, but because it's only like my section of the town that gets a power outage. It's not the whole town. It's only like the me and like 2 other blocks, and I'm like, why is it only us? It was on Netflix back in the 2010s. Which it was on Netflix. Oh, I watched it on TV. Like actually airing on TV when I was young. The show was excellent. It was amazing. Oh my god. Sometimes if I'm ever not like feeling down or anything, but sometimes I'll get random bursts of like nostalgia, and I'll just go back and watch all the shows that I used to watch when I was younger. Even oddly enough, like Popeye. I like Popeye. Even that's also an old show.
Alright. Everyone else buries their bodies as they are, without giving them to the flame.
The truth is...
It's the way of the Yugif, boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is free through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place in the beyond.
Oh.
Then those who remain must lay the bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies, I should not be talking to you about this.
I'd like to help. I'd like to help lay your son to rest.
No.
We have an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours for any inconvenience, boy. I can't put that burden on you.
Favor from a friend, because you helped us out earlier. Or actually, we helped Heisme out, and we're going to help him out again. Still, we can do it. It isn't just a random detour. It's a favor for a dear friend. Huntik was another Netflix find that was better than it had any business being. Huntik? I've never heard of that show. What's it about? The shows that made our childhoods either consisted of an anthropomorphic animal saving the day, or a realistic yet fictional take on friendship and it being a team with friends or foes. Yeah, why? Cartoons back in the day were just better, man. Like, I see some of the stuff that's airing for kids nowadays, and I'm like, why is everything so dumbed down? Oh, what happened to storytelling? I mean, we've already talked about this topic in the past before, so we don't have to get back on it again, but it's kind of Indiana Jones, but Pokemon? Wait, how does that work? Indiana Jones and Pokemon? Oh, I used to watch Dinosaur King a little bit. If anyone ever watched Dinosaur King. Oh, excuse me.
I thank you for your kindness, truly. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again.
Dinosaur King was so cool. I actually don't really remember that show very well. If I can find it anywhere, I want to rewatch it. The only thing I remember is the opening. The Dinosaur King is what we want to be, yeah. And that's like about it. And then one episode where I think like the blonde character's dad falls in love with their enemy. I don't know why I remember that episode so specifically, but I remember there's that episode. I don't even remember the characters' names, but he falls in love with the enemy, the lady, and I think that lady likes him too. I don't remember if they end up together or not. I don't know why I specifically remember that. Those are the only two things I remember from that show. Oh, wait, now I want to try to find the show somewhere and watch it. Now I'm like, wait. I know I watched a lot of this show and I remember liking it, but I don't remember anything about it. Oh, I saw that. I really liked the opening. The opening was fire. The Pokemon of Huntic was an ancient relics from a forgotten civilization? Ooh. So like Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go? Is it time to write a fanfic of Hero falling in love with the villain? I mean, I feel like at the time Dinosaur King aired was like what? The early 2000s? Or the 90s? Wait, when did it air? The 90s or the 2000s? You didn't really see that many tropes of or that much media do it, like mainstream media do it. Nowadays, I feel like it's hard to. Nowadays, it feels like everything's a trope, but back then, I don't think it was considered a trope. Was it? Or I don't know. Is Dinosaur King considered anime? Anime that promoted toys were also a big part of childhood.
A toast, then, to cement our vow. You with a cup of delicious tea.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast, but not to mark my regrets. To commemorate our coming together, and to the beginning of morning.
Dinosaur King was an anime? Oh, okay. I don't know why. I feel like it wasn't as anime as the other shows. I don't know. But maybe that's also because I don't remember the show very well. Against Heismay's heartache for his departed son and his trust as a friend and ally. Rank 2, let's go.
My boy. My thanks.
We can save this from any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you'll help me, though, and I dare say, tonight I'll rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
So we can do we can go on for a few extra minutes. But the biggest thing about the anime was how both the EN and JP versions had epic openings. Ooh, yeah, we love that. Fire openings. A lot of modern TVs focus so much on not following the trope that it shoots the plot in the foot. Yeah, either that or they have too many tropes at once to the point where it's unbearable to watch. What's the situation with all those monsters in the mausoleum? Huckenberg, have you heard anything? That's right, we still need to do that.
No.
I've yet to hear reports of the army taking any meaningful action. 'Tis likely the monsters continue to roam through the halls unchallenged. Are they really fine with letting a horde of monsters exist just next door? I understand it's a why do they always use words that are like, I don't know, tumultuous time, but this is hardly acceptable.
Hey.
We might as well do their job and take some of those beasts out ourselves. What do you say, Will?
Yes, I agree.
All right then. What now?
Okay, we'll play until through this day, I'll say. Cause I am my tummy's rumbling. I shouldn't be eating at late at night, but when I'm this hungry, I probably should. Cause who knows, I might have to go to work at like friggin' 6 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning again too. I also need to talk to Bar at some point too. But not right now. I'm busy, sorry. Okay, today we are... You're hot? Turn a fan on. Oh, we need to hang out with Stroll is what this guide recommends. But is that what most people did? Yes, it seems most people hung out with stuff. So that's what I will do.
Why?
He needs to rank up anyways. Rank 5. Let me pull up. Do I have Stroll's guide up? Metaphor, that's Hulkenberg. Who's this? There, here we go. Stroll. Rank 5. There we go. You thought I was being literal? Well, I guess. I don't know what you look like, so.
Oh, it's you.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, voice is giving out. This will be the last day we play. The last day for the stream. Sexy chatter.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time.
You know, Stroll, we haven't hung out with you in so long, I don't even remember what the conversation was about.
I know I must head to my village to see clues about my inheritance.
Oh, that's right.
But I freeze before I take the first step.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now's as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could take it there and back before dusk. Though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter.
Ooh. Oui. Personal matter. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, damn. This looks like an area in Hyrule Warriors with where is it? The Hyrule Castle is like all desolated. But shortly in the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Oh my god, he's got elbow pads.
Traveling here by gauntlet runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions.
I'm not reading it in the right tone. He's sad. Or Breath of the Wild. It was called Age of Calamity. Technically, Random Dale.
I probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
you used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that.
Okay. I know we'll see it someday. Here we go.
no.
I know we'll see it someday. You'll be able to restore it, Stroll. I believe in you.
It's been 7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time.
I can't go deep anymore. I've lost it. But yeah, I think once in a blue moon, I'll think of the nostalgic cartoons that made our past. Exactly. The people that made us who we are.
Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives. Nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the brood I'd become.
Wait, does he have heterochromia? No, he doesn't. Okay. I thought he had one gray eye and one beige eye, but he doesn't. Or does he?
I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
Wait, is that a Smash Bros invitation? Stroll's gonna be in Smash Bros, guys. Oh, speaking of Smash Bros, since the Switch 2 is coming out, I saw that they announced a new Smash game for it. So that's interesting.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire.
Well, can't be a Smash Bros invitation because the letters are white, huh?
I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
There's a new Smash game? Well, there's going to be. It's not out yet. I think it's gonna come out when the Switch 2 comes out.
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and just do that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby?
Let's see. It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side.
I waited nearby while Stroll read the will.
Well, it's a good that we found this. Seems I do intend to have an inheritance.
Oh,
And-
indeed. Not intend.
The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital.
I could choose either.
Well, then,
Now I might head out, but thank you so much for the stream. Can I see you next stream? Yeah, of course. Yeah, after we either talk with Stroll or we do the night mission, I'm probably gonna end pretty soon too. So no worries. Thank you so much, Kana, for showing up, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow for Tales of Symphonia. Yeah.
Let's head back and find it then.
but
Yes, but I'm afraid we'll need something a little more specific than the capital. The letter is unfinished. The letter is unfinished.
I can't do his voice anymore.
I mean, how could it be?
Plus my cough is getting worse.
No one expected a murderous, rampaging human.
Let's try not to let the anger win.
sorry.
Sorry. Whenever I think back to that day.
How old is Stroll? Because he said 7 years ago. Was he a kid? A teenager? I know he's a little bit older than Will, and I think Will is supposed to be 18.
My father named me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon.
Wait, what? Leon, you have a brother? I don't remember Stroll's lore at all.
I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt,
Oh, definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I could make the people speak the name of House Haliatus with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more.
I sense Stroll's deep trust and his determination to confront his destiny.
I must use my nobility for good.
But first things first, I'm sure entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be.
Okay, so I can choose either no leads or tell me about your father.
Say,
What was your father like?
that's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was able to source fresh fish from Bralhaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him.
Hopefully.
That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me with my walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, but I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Do I sense a fishing minigame coming closer? Hell no. I do not like fishing in games. Please, no more. No fishing games, please.
All right.
I don't think we're gonna be able to even restore Halia in this game. Anyways, is my guess. But let's see.
But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Will. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner.
Nice, nice. Back to the Materia Tavern. Okay. What do we have to do for tonight? Baby tonight. Okay, so we have to do the thing with Kukulas. Perfect. Okay. Sweet. Let's save after every little thing. It might be an epilogue thing. That's what I think. Or either Stroll's gonna get the support that he needs to restore the town, and we know for sure that's something that's gonna happen, and we just assume happens.
What do you want to do?
You stole from Stroll. I did. I took the money. Okay, where are you? Calculus? There you are. Calculus.
Interesting.
I'll just call you Calculus. Let's go.
Well then,
Alright, come with me. Why does he have such a big forehead? Look at him. Is he hiding something under that hat? That hat doesn't sit very well on his head. It's like friggin' Megamind over here.
Stay hidden and let me do all the talking.
greetings.
Okay, Cucumber, what's your deal? Calculus, Cucumber, Megamind, 5-head. So many nicknames.
You're Mr. Helliant, yes? I am here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he collapsed.
Are you gaslighting?
It's that frightful illness that... What? You weren't aware?
The truth is,
I chose X center. You could play tic-tac-toe on that forehead, literally.
Well, this illness requires a very specific herb to treat. One native only to Virga Island. Now, if the travel expenses were taken care of...
The man who stole the dagger seemed to be completely believe Calculus's clever story.
well then,
Yes, just the dagger then. I'll make arrangements to procure the herb,
Then you can take it to him. Oh yeah, that's right, Grease's dagger. Dude, he wears his hair like I used to wear my hair in high school.
I've recovered your dagger, though he'd have given me the clothes off his back if I'd asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick. But his town's so far away, he'll be long gone before he finds out. Anyways, here.
Cucumber received Grease's memento from the thief and returned it to me. Quest clear. After retrieving the ring from Megamind, he was able to get Grease's dagger back from us. Oh, 15,000. Sheesh.
all right.
Oh, we're still only in rank 2s for all our skills. Alright, how much popularity? Oh, wow, that was a lot.
But of course,
No need to thank me. Your efforts, you went too far exceed mine. You've no idea of this ring's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free.
Free?
I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing. Anyway, truly, I thank you. And to show my thanks, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal. The one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it.
Oh, you a marketing guy?
Hang on.
Let me guess. Your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier. I don't think we need any con artist training, thank you.
Come now, deception is more of an art than you know, and I've something of a knack of it, you see. You're kind, honest, to a fault, really, and for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in darker, grayer areas. Someone like me.
You know, honestly, he is kind of right, though.
Be that as it may,
Of course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. You'll give me information. Information about the places you visit, trends in the tournament, or the royal magic.
Whoa.
I mean, if that's all you want, then.
Now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first.
the truth is,
Any king needs a spy master? Exactly.
My real name is Alonzo.
Alfonso, Alfredo.
Anyone calling me Fivehead is one of my marks. Best if you forget the name altogether.
What?
Huh? What's with this guy? You moved to the tavern where I told Alonzo all that's happened so far. Then we parted ways.
remember those winning strategies I mentioned?
Oh,
Well, the first
voice
lesson
acting here.
starts now.
it's so random.
I imagine you've led a rather rough life, considering the tribe you hail from. The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind.
Sometimes, I think in like a business sense, yes. In a friendship sense, no. I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Regard this not as the art of deception,
I needed a
but
break from the
rather
voice acting
how to
anyways.
steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course.
He's not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonzo's tactics in the battle for the throne. Yay, new confidant!
A wise
Woo! I love his hair. I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonzo. Oh, interesting. Observation.
The devious schemer, Alonzo.
The faker.
Within him dwells the virtue of the faker.
Ooh, what kind of archetype will this
Nurture
be?
thy bond with him, and a new
Will this be
power
buffs
yet
and debuffs?
slumbering within thee may awaken.
He's talking about strategy. Buffs and debuffs are very important in Atlas games.
I assumed you were but a momentary distraction, but there's more to you than that.
We're still missing 1, 2, 3 more archetypes? I can sense the heroic embodiment of the faker from Alonzo. Now say the figure in academia. Try seeing what new power awaits you. Oh, it's like a jester looking thing.
Who wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Brylehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Is it weird that his 3D model is hotter than his sprite? Maybe it's just the side
Time
profile.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now pay.
All right then.
I hear a voice. Alright, ties my stuff. Okay.
That reminds me.
Never mind.
That
Oh,
reminds
I'm
me.
pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay,
What
let's
now?
see.